What's up, guys? It's Don, and today we will be doing a small change in content. Today we're going to be explaining what if Goku was a legendary Super Saiyan. It would be actually really cool if he was a legendary Super Saiyan. But just to acknowledge one thing, Goku is and this is going to be starting in Dragon Ball Z because I'm really not that into Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry. I'm going to start watching the original Dragon Ball when I get back home. Right now I'm in my grandma's house. I'm a really big Dragon Ball Z super fan, but Z is the best one for me because, you know, there's actually emotion, but, you know, and Goku is a lot better there. But, alright, so let's get it in here. So we start off here. We start off when Goku just going to Kame house so Gohan can meet everybody. Master Roshi, Bulma, Chaozu, and everybody. Just say that. And Krillin. So, a strange key, a very large one at that. We all know who it is. It's Raditz. He comes down with his space pod. Crashes down. The human goes and investigates, and Raditz kills the human with the shotgun in the beginning of Z. Remember that one? And Piccolo goes and investigates. Raditz made a quick fight out of Piccolo. Piccolo got bodied because Piccolo was not as strong. Piccolo is as strong. Excuse me. He is strong. But he's not even close to Raditz because Raditz has the power of a Saiyan and has way more intensive training. So, next, and then Raditz makes his way and uses a scouter to sense Goku's energy. And Raditz explains to Goku that he's his brother and everything, and Goku is denying everything. He does not want anything to do with this man right here. He does not want one thing to do with him. And yeah, and Raditz explains that the Saiyan race is ruled by Frieza, and he breaks his scouter this time. That's different. He breaks his scouter, so no one hears about the Dragon Balls. And so when he breaks his scouter, it's like no one's hearing him, so he tells him about the Frieza ruling the Saiyan race and like literally just making sure he like gets overthrown and all that yada. But Goku, being Goku, doesn't believe him. He would because he's naive, but he just doesn't believe him because he just hurt Piccolo and an innocent human, so he doesn't want anything to hear about it. So they got into their fight. This time Piccolo doesn't interfere because this time Raditz actually gave him a huge beating. I'm doing a lot of changes to the story, mind me. You guys can give me a lot of constructive criticism if you want. I will fix anything. I will retcon anything you feel like I should. All right. So when Goku just he starts fighting with Raditz. He is no match. Raditz kidnaps Gohan, and Goku's chasing him. He's low on power because Raditz just beat him up like super bad. Because you know how Goku didn't even stand a chance without Piccolo in the original Z. So imagine this. Goku is the legendary Super Saiyan in this one, but he hasn't really figured out what a Super Saiyan is. He knows what a Saiyan is, but he doesn't really believe it because it's Raditz, and he doesn't really know anything about his race. So Goku doesn't know about the legendary Super Saiyan. So everything in the original Dragon Ball goes the same. Even the Red Ribbon Army, the King Piccolo Saga, and everything. But he does unlock the Wrath form in Dragon Ball, so we will talk about that. So obviously, what happens? Goku goes, but this time Raditz tortures Gohan right in front of Goku's face. So that angers Goku, and that makes him get into his rat form. So when he gets into his rat form, that's when when Raditz doesn't have his scouter, so his scouter doesn't explode. I was gonna say scouter explodes, but he broke the scouter. So obviously, and then Raditz just gets shocked. He's like, I can't sense his power, but it's pushing me away. And then Goku's like, you'll pay for this. And then Goku just starts laying the smack down on Raditz. He just starts beating the shit out of him, like boom, 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 and all that. Raditz is like so shocked, and then he tells Goku, spare me, please, please, please spare me. And then Goku spares him because he's a nice person and a kind soul. So Goku tries to calm down, and rat form goes away. So he calms down, and Raditz says, we can train, but other Saiyans might come here. And so they start training for the Saiyans. And a huge change here is that Goku doesn't learn the Spirit Bomb or Kaioken. So here, yes we go. So Goku starts just beating on Raditz, because Raditz is not as strong as him, because Goku is starting to get kind of control of the how do you say this, rat form. But this is a major difference. This time, Goku, knowing how strong Raditz is and does not know how to activate his rat form at will, actually tells Bulma, hey, can you make me a gravity chamber? Something like that, right? Like in the Frieza saga. So she makes a better gravity chamber, knowing that Raditz is super strong without knowing who Vegeta is. Alright. So they train under 150 times gravity, because they're going super hard on each other, like they're trying their hardest. And Goku actually gets kind of a hang on his rat form. So 6 months pass by, the year's not up. So Goku obviously actually mastered his rat form in the gravity chamber. They actually stay there for way longer in the gravity chamber but they come out to see their families and stuff. Oh wait, Raditz doesn't have a family, but he has a nephew, which is Gohan, and a brother, which is Goku, and he has like a sister, which is Chi-Chi. So he actually has a family, so he's gonna go visit them time to time. But then one day, Raditz asks Goku, do you know about our planet and our parents? And Goku says, no, I really didn't know where I was from. I just thought I was a regular human, but now that you're here, now I know I'm from another planet and I'm an alien or something. And Raditz just says, no, we're not aliens, we're Saiyans. And so he explains about Frieza killing their parents. So Goku tells Raditz, there's Dragon Balls here. I wonder if we can bring them back. And then he's like, what do you mean, Goku? Are you delusional? There's no such thing as wishing orbs because in the scouter, Raditz never learns about the Dragon Balls, and Goku doesn't really have that trust for him, so he really never mentioned it, but then he mentioned it now. He's like, we can bring our parents back, and then Goku said, we can, but Raditz like, no, not right now, because we're training and we don't really have the time to collect all 7 Dragon Balls. Because Goku tells them there's 7 and it takes really long to find. Even with the Dragon Ball tracker, I forgot what it's called, but even with that. So, Vegeta and Nappa show up. Goku has just been training a lot, so his power level is actually higher. His power level was at 24,000, right, equal to Vegeta, and 38,000 when he does Kaioken. So since he has his rat form, which is more stable kind of, because it doesn't really give you, it doesn't tire you down like the Kaioken. So obviously they're gonna do so the Kaioken actually doesn't work. The Kaioken, it does work out. What was I just saying? So Goku starts taking on Vegeta, and Nappa was stated to have a power level of 7,000. I'm gonna search that up when I'm done with this what if, and then I'll retcon anything I'm saying wrong. Yeah, it has a power level of 7,000, and Raditz actually had a bigger power level because since he was training with Goku at 150 times gravity, Goku has a power level of 150,000, and that is a lot because he was training with a Saiyan. And I'm just gonna say Raditz had a power level of 98,000. And Raditz can take on Nappa and Vegeta at the same time, but there's no need to. So Vegeta puts the artificial moon, and he turned into a great ape. And Goku kind of got a challenge, but he's at a power level of 150,000, and Goku can still take him on. Vegeta had a power level of 100,000 when he was going through Zaru, or 180,000. I don't know yet. I will retcon anything. So I think he was at 100,000. And then Goku literally, he bodies Vegeta. But he was still having trouble because he was still getting hit, and they were actually really doing a lot of damage. So Goku actually feels the force to get triggered to his Wrath form. So he triggers his Wrath form, which is at 230,000. It's really a good thing. Goku doesn't know about the legendary Super Saiyan with the green hair yet, so alright, so he only thinks that the Wrath form is something he has capable of, and yeah. And then Raditz just starts speaking crazy. He can't take on Nappa. He's really getting bodied. But then Goku takes care of Nappa. One hit, knocked out. Nappa is gone, not dead. He's not paralyzed. This time Vegeta doesn't have the time to kill Nappa, so Vegeta knocks out, Goku knocks out Vegeta this time. And then Goku really gives Vegeta Senzu Bean. He got a Zenkai, but not as much as Goku's power level. Now let's just say Vegeta was at a power level of 40,000 because it was a big beating he took from Goku. Goku really isn't all that damaged, but he did take a Senzu Bean, gave him a small Zenkai, which he was at a power level 150,000. Let's just say 162,000 now. 162,000 of a power level. So Raditz got a Senzu Bean. He was at a power level 98,000. Now he's at 110,000. Let's just say that. 98,000, 110,000. I'm really good with that one. And Vegeta says, oh my god, he's legendary Super Saiyan. And Goku's like, what are you talking about? So Vegeta explains that they need to train. That they need to train for Frieza and kill off Frieza because the race, all that Raditz told Goku. Vegeta explains to him. So now that he knows, that he has clarity, that Raditz was actually telling the truth. So a big change here is that Raditz is alive, Nappa's alive, and Vegeta has just lost a lot of his pride because now he knows who the legendary Super Saiyan is, but he keeps it to himself. So Vegeta just lost a whole ton of pride. He's just training with Goku, and this time they actually push it further. This time they get contacted by Kami, which he knows about Frieza. But Goku goes to the hyperbolic time chamber with everybody. But this time he goes in with Vegeta because he's the strongest, and Nappa goes in with Raditz. So they spend 8 days in the hyperbolic time chamber combined all together, and which is 8 years in the 8 days, 8 years. And Goku is at the power level of his Android Saga self. So that is going to be a huge increase of power for Cell and the androids. I'm trying to finish the Frieza Saga for this what if, but you know, yeah, this is just gonna be it for the video, and I'll get to the Frieza Saga, and I hope 10 likes, and I'll make a part 2. I hope you guys enjoy.